Macmillan Publishers USA was the former name of a now mostly defunct American publishing company, once the American division of the British Macmillan Publishers. Remnants of the original American Macmillan are present in McGraw-Hill Education's Macmillan, McGraw-Hill textbooks and Gale's Macmillan Reference USA division. The German publisher Holtzbrinck, which bought Macmillan UK in 1999, purchased most U.S. rights to the name in 2001 and rebranded its American division with it in 2007. History. Brett family. George Edward Brett opened the first Macmillan office in the United States in 1869, and Macmillan sold its U.S. operations to the Brett family, George Platt Brett, Sr., and George Platt Brett, Jr., in 1896, resulting in the creation of an American company, Macmillan Publishing. Even with the split of the American company from its parent company in Britain, George Brett, Jr. and Harold Macmillan remained close personal friends. George P. Brett, Jr. made the following comments in a letter dated 23 January 1947 to Daniel Macmillan about his family's devotion to the American publishing industry. For the record, my grandfather was employed by Macmillans of England as a salesman. He came to the United States with his family in the service of Macmillans of England and built up a business of approximately $50,000 before he died. He was succeeded by my father, who eventually incorporated the Macmillan Company of New York and built up business of about $9 million. I succeeded my father, and we currently doing a business of approximately $12 million. So then, the name of Brett and the name of Macmillan have been synonymous in the United States. Under the leadership of the Brett family, Macmillan served as the publisher of American authors, Winston Churchill, Margaret Mitchell, who wrote Gone with the Wind, and Jack London, author of White Fang and Call of the Wild. The Bretts remained in control of the American offices of Macmillan from its creation in 1869 to the early 1960s, a span matched by few other families in the history of United States business. Mergers and end through its merger with Crowell Collier in 1961 and other acquisitions. The U.S. publisher became a media giant in its own right, as Macmillan, Inc. It was acquired by the controversial British tycoon Robert Maxwell in 1989 and eventually sold to Simon & Schuster in 1994. In the wake of Maxwell's death and the subsequent bankruptcy proceedings, Macmillan Publishing USA became the name of Simon & Schuster's reference division. Pearson acquired the Macmillan name in America since 1998, following its purchase of the Simon & Schuster Educational and Professional Group. Pearson sold the Macmillan Reference USA division to Thomson Gale in 1999. Holtzbrinck purchased most of the rights to the Macmillan name from Pearson in 2001, but not any of the businesses then associated with it. Holtzbrinck rebranded its U.S. division with the name in 2007. However, McGraw-Hill Education continues to market its pre-kindergarten through elementary school titles under its Macmillan, McGraw-Hill brand. The online user-maintained database Jacket Flap reports these constituent American publishers of Holtzbrinck's Macmillan division: Farrar, Straus and Giroux, Henry Holt and Company, W.H. Freeman and Worth Publishers, Palgrave Macmillan, Bedford, St. Martin's, Picador, Roaring Brook Press, St. Martin's Press, Tor Books, and Bedford Freeman and Worth Publishing Group. Authors, Publishers: George Edward Brett, George Platt Brett, Sr., George Platt Brett, Jr.